Welcome, Virgo, to your February 2018 forecast by me, Ellie, from Hypnoyouellie. As always, if you want a private reading with me, do use the link below. Please do watch your sun, your moon, and your rising video for your complete free forecast. Now, you are starting the month with the total lunar eclipse on the 31st in Leo, and that is starting in your 12th house. This is secrets, this is things from the past, this is any addictions that you may have. For some of you, this is a psychotic episode. So if you do have bipolar or any kind of anxiety, stress, or depression, you might have a psychotic moment. For others, this is about a secret being exposed. For others, this is about a time of healing. So something in your body or health is flared up, and you're not quite sure where or why, because eclipses, they conceal, they don't reveal. So whichever place that this falls, you will not know all the information yet. You don't know how it's come about or what the answer will be. And so that starts on the 31st. Now, all month, the sun is in your 6th house, and you will have a solar eclipse in Aquarius on the 15th of February, and that again is another eclipse, so close. But the first eclipse is a supermoon, a blue moon, a red moon, and so it's going to be a very powerful one. And the 12th house really is, and also it is institutions as well. So some of you might be arrested or institutionalized, or again, like I said, if there's any kind of psychotic episode or very, very strong depression or anxiety or anything like that. So if you are feeling that way, or if you start to feel that a couple of days before or a couple of days after, do go to your GP and get that checked, okay? Because I'm telling you this in advance. Now, for you, your study, your work, and your finances, there is an eruption. This is the Tower card. So this is big. So a lot of you, this is going to fall in your work sector. Now, that is on the 15th of February, but the sun is in this part of your chart all month. So for some of you, being the 12th house is activated, you might find that that's it, that they've pushed your buttons to the point where you lose it. For others, you might just quit. For others, you might be fired. There might be all hands on deck. There's been some sort of crisis, communications not working, deals falling through, scramble for the finish for some of you. For others, this is about, there has been an omission, there has been some lying, there has been something, and it comes out in your school, your investments, or your study. For others, this can be, maybe you bet in the wrong investment, and you didn't know what all the details were, and you find that there's a big loss. In your home, you do have the Death card, so this is another actually, going back to this, you might have a lucrative booking and then find that it falls through, or that suddenly you've got too much on your plate, and so you're stressing, running around, and having hot flushes and feeling really anxious about this. And for others, you do have the Justice cards. You've got 3 major arcana cards in a row, Virgo. You do have the Justice card in your health, and that is about calves, shins, and ankles. So for some of you, this could be a broken foot, which lays you off work, and that's why the Tower card's there. Now at home, you do have the Death card. So for some of you, this is, okay, I've got this promotion at work, because it can be the opposite end of the scale as well, that suddenly the boss is gone and now you have to take over and you have to save the day. For some of you, this is needing a job and then you're getting one, because the Death card is about a transition that can be uncomfortable, but then you transition into the butterfly. So this is renewal. This is so if you were single, you would be leading into a couple. So the first eclipse is hitting your 12th house. The second is in your 6th house. So this is your work and your health. So for some of you, if this hits your health, then you will have to change the way you eat, live, and sleep. So your lifestyle must change. For others, this could be, I've lost my job and I need to move out. I need to move in with somebody else. For others, that I was going to buy a house and that's fallen through, so I have to start again. For others, this is, I'm buying a house, and so I'm, starting a brand new journey, because the Death card is I'm moving from one place, one part of me, and now I'm moving into a brand new chapter. So there is going to be that transition and that uncomfortable feeling in the middle, but you know, you're on a new path, new perspective, a new chapter. For others, this can be, like I said before, that there is some depression, there is some anxiety, and so that you need to be patient and you need to get into specialists. So for some of you, this is a formality. Again, for some of you, this can be, there's an arrest made around your home. So whether that be you, your partner, or, you know, a flatmate, a sibling, a child. So there can be a formality involved there. For others, this is about things that are below the surface that stem up and can create a rift. In your health, like I said, you do have the Justice card, so you must have balance. So that is arteries, ankles, calves, legs, and shins. So arteries, blood pressure, legs and shins, brakes. You must find the balance here. Again, good news handed down. So maybe that you think, oh, that's it, you know, I'm off my leg now for, you know, 8 months, or, you know, this blood pressure is really, really bad. And that you'll find that the specialist gives you better news than you thought. But there is going to have to be a change, because this is a major arcana card. These are major eclipses, and so you will have to make a change there. Whether you like it or not, you will have to. And you've got 3 major arcana cards in a row, and you've got 2 major eclipses. Now, with your love, you do have the 7 of Swords. This is with a Gemini, Aquarius, or a Libra. Now, if this is your long-term commitments, you might find that this is where that's it. He's been stringing me along. She's been stringing me along. She's been lying to me. This card is not my monkey, not my circus. I am done, and I am moving on. You know, I'm ending that, and I'm moving on. For others, this is, I've met someone, and this is new, and I'm not quite sure, because again, eclipses, not quite sure, don't know the details. You will find out over the next 60 to 90 days. I'm not quite sure yet how this is going to go, but you know, we are a couple, because you're moving from one to another, so there's that transition. So there's some idea of being a couple, because you're no longer single. For those of you that are in a committed couple, if you're not breaking up, then there's this discussion on who's taking advantage, who's not being responsible. Is this divided? Is this balanced? Is someone being inconsiderate? Is someone not helping? Is someone lying? Is this causing stress? Is someone playing games? Again, so that's your love. So your Adoring Virtue messages from the angels is patience. Patience is required. There is a transition. There is going to be some time. There is going to be a wait. For some of you, it will be the full 3 months. For others, this is going to be 3 weeks before you actually know the answer. This is saying that you are to gather information, to research, to do all the thinking and the preparation, and prevention is better than a cure, and look into things before you proceed. And then you've got Isaiah, which is the end of a creative project, an end of a cycle, something you've put a lot of time and an energy in, and now you get the bonus. Now you get the baby. So for some of you, this is suddenly out of the blue, I had to leave work, and I'm no longer a mum, no longer just a person, I'm now a mum, because the death card is I'm now a mum. You know, I've moved from one person to another, and now I'm a mum. And that's, you know, what the shocking out of the blue eclipse is for you, is that I'm delivering, or I'm pregnant. So, you know, this influences my job. And, you know, maybe that's why there's some irresponsibility stringing along. Maybe your partner or you aren't quite sure, you know, how I feel about this, or what the future holds. So it could be as simple as that. And this also says this is a really good time for you. So if you have been fired, this is a really good time for you to think about, okay, you know what do I really want? Okay, so maybe I could take this negative and turn it into a positive. So, you know, okay, I have to look for a new job anyway, so why don't I have a look and put myself out there for more, you know, more options, maybe something I've always wanted to do. So make a slight change or a complete niche change. So this is about starting something that you are going to put a lot of time, energy, and resources into, and that you will get the fruits of those labor. So be kind to you and those you love, and I shall see you next month.